Sovereigns, I haven't felt this relaxed in forever. What a night! If every mercenary job pays this well, I might have to consider a change in career. Yesterday, I got the biggest paycheck of my frickin' life, and we, the Honorable Odds and Ends Mercenary Company, promptly went on a shopping spree to celebrate. Those three, Willow, Anne, and Luca, seem pretty intent on gussying up our good old captain. They've got some kind of history together. Saved his life or something? Not my business, but they all seemed pleased as punch to see the guy flaunting his stuff. I contributed a little too, just some nice jewelry. You know how it is. Then we had a fantastic meal at the one and only Sunken Trove. That place is literally famous for good food. Six, it was so good. Grilled tuna steak the size of my hand, shrimp shabu shabu with all the fixings, and the roasted potatoes. Ugh. If that was my last meal, I could have died totally satisfied. All that fancy food and good drink, and we almost went out for a night on the town, but decided to get cozy in a hotel room at the Heron and spend the rest of the evening playing chess and marbles until we got to sleep. Perfect sleepover, Vise. Right now, the other three have some errands to run or something, but Willow said I could sleep in, so I reckon I'll do just that. I have no doubt they're up to something or other that's important. If they want to include me, they can tell me, but I'm not going to be desperate to find out what that's all about. They seem like they live interesting lives. And as much as I joke about changing jobs, I don't think I'm ready for the kind of gal who takes a full-blown fireball to the face. I'll leave that stuff to the professionals. That ends the recap.
She thinks we're professional.
She's so cute.
She's so cute.
Cat.
I'm
Precious.
so glad she just gets to lie there and look pretty. That is exactly what she deserves.
Absolutely.
Etc. Like, it's just, she's the cutest.
We love Cat.
She's the cat's toe beans, which are much like the bee's knees.
Yeah, you're right.
She is the cat's pajamas.
Yes,
Especially right now.
You're so right. Yes.
Oh, wait.
There goes Sarah.
I've been messy this morning. I'm sorry.
I'm just gazing upon this.
Beautiful.
Good job, you guys.
Beautiful art
Yes.
of Cat.
Lovely art. Very cute. Very squishy.
Squishy. So squishy, so cozy.
So shall we get into it?
Yeah, sorry. Just otherwise, I'll just sit here for another 15 minutes.
Just
staring
gushing
at Cat.
about Cat was the faces I was making during the recap. He's so cute.
I know. Oh,
Squishes my own cheeks.
right.
The way you guys treat Cat is very funny to me. The way you guys treat all of your, like, side character NPCs is very funny to me.
They're our best friends. Shut up.
We love them.
Yes.
Is that not normal?
No. It's fine. It's just funny. It's just amusing.
I'm glad you're entertained. It's okay.
Yes, let's continue.
Oh, man.
So, early morning,
Sorry, what's
the
the
three
date?
of you are heading to the Crown. You've got a little bit of hiccups.
It's the 9th.
Thank you.
It is the 9th.
Sorry.
As Luca talking
Sorry.
through class.
What's the date?
Do you have a pen I can borrow?
You are going to infiltrate the Crown
Yeah.
to get into Edmund Beckett's room.
Oh. 6, it's real.
It's happening.
I'm so excited.
It is. It is. Luca, give me a silver to buy your preparatory supplies, which I believe is a glove.
Yes, and a box of matches. Or fire starter, whatever. Okay, wait. I should have asked this before. Is there such a thing as like fire beads in Dungeons and Dragons? Like, you know those little things that you like throw at the ground and they have like a tiny bit of gunpowder in them, so they make like a popping sound?
Wow, Luke, how funny you asked that.
Gestures at Roselia's wrist. Well, if you identified this corpse I looted earlier.
Fire beads are the beads that cast fireball. If you just want like a cherry bomb or a firecracker,
Or like cap
I'm sure they exist.
On a much smaller scale.
Do you mean like the ones in pop guns? Like firecrackers?
Oh, is that what they are?
I think the little hooligans down in West Sydney throwing them at the ground at the train station. That's what you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah.
I know what a cap gun is.
Yeah, it's like one of those, but you throw it at the ground instead.
Things that you... Bag snaps, that's what they're called. They're
That's
small...
such an Aussie thing.
They're like... They're sold as novelty fireworks and they're a noise maker. Are they?
Well, they certainly make noise.
Yeah. They are also called cherry bombs.
Are they?
Yes, because they are an approximately spherical exploding firework roughly resembling a cherry in size.
Oh,
And
see, we used to get them from like grocery stores, and that tells you everything you need to know about Australia.
Yeah.
You also get cherries from grocery stores. Anyway.
So there's nothing like that nearby that I could grab.
Roll for cherry
I'm
bomb.
going to say no.
Okay.
Not on the way. Not at this short notice.
Okay. That's fair.
Let's get
But
some
you
matches.
can buy a box of matches and a set of gloves big enough to cover your arm.
Thank you.
And a quick question too: are we discussing anything before we head out, or are we just gonna?
I'm fine to discuss if we got stuff to discuss before we head in. Want to do this right?
I feel like En's got a bit of a how do you say En's healthy paranoia about discussing plans on the open street.
Yeah, so En would probably want to do that. Either we're going in an alley or we're doing it in the room.
Willow might suggest the room then.
You know what? We can frame it like you are heading out, and we will flashback as if you are discussing it over your little chessboard back in the hotel room.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan, good sir. Oof. I love the camera work of this scene. Anyway.
Yeah, so En is going to lay out a paper with the rough approximation of the crown's layout that they've been able to determine from their time there. Mm-hmm. Probably, like, I don't know if there would have been a fire escape kind of map in the crown, but En probably would have observed that when they were in there earlier, to whatever extent that would give them in terms of the arrangement of the rooms. So they are sketching that out and showing whatever they've got to the two of you, so we have an idea of what we're working with and the path we might be taking up to the room 415.
Very clever. And I imagine Willow might have snuck back into their room because we've divided by that middle door and gotten the chessboard from there.
Nice.
Willow's staying out of vicinity of Kat so that she can sleep without overhearing us with her big old ears. So
yeah,
Willow can pop back into the room with the chessboard, and that will help visualize where we each stand. I think Willow's going to use, unless you guys would like to choose your chess pieces, Willow will probably just pick all pawns for now.
That's fine.
Luca will look at them like, you could do better, but I won't comment.
We'll work our way up.
The game is to be inconspicuous.
That is true. I am a pawn.
We're all pawns today.
Yes. Well, that means that Edmund will also be represented by a pawn, but just of the opposite color. So he will be placed probably outside of the crown, hopefully.
Ideally.
What color did Willow choose for us? Can we go with the black ones?
I was also going to suggest black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It matched my hair.
Well, both match his hair, really.
Yeah, but
Majority rules.
Luca
Yeah,
would
yeah,
pick
no,
up a
that's fine.
pawn and like put it to his hair to show that it's almost the same color. It's not, but he thinks it is. So
Yes.
Is
Well-
Luca colorblind?
no. But
No, he's just very dumb. Moving on.
yeah.
I had
So-
to ask.
Willow is going to automatically position Luca near the door and then sort of gesture to N to place them. So where does the laundry go?
There's a back room over here. It's probably where we're going to go in through those back doors. Staff entrance. Make our way to the laundry. Not that far from the entrance, so I doubt you're going to be seen.
Am I going through the back or the front?
You are going to act casual, which means you are not going in the staff entrance because you are not staff.
Yes. Okay.
You are a guest at this hotel, or whatever it is. What is your angle?
Does the hotel have like a bar? I know some upscale hotels have like a little bar in the entrance area.
I don't think the bar would be in the entrance area and it wouldn't be open at this time of day. However, the Crown does have a restaurant and that does do various things. I imagine the whole reason why you are going at this time of day is because they are currently serving breakfast.
Yeah. Okay.
And Sir Beckett is punctual. So he usually eats breakfast in the morning while the room gets serviced.
Does he
Cleaned.
eat breakfast at the Crown restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to the restaurant for
Right.
breakfast.
Well, there is a chance that Edmund will be there. Who knows, maybe he's chosen to eat somewhere else this morning, but
Do you still have that picture of him? Can I look at it again?
you can keep it for all I care, and we'll hand it over to Luca.
I nod and I'll tuck it away. Keep it with myself.
Remember, we don't want to have contact with him unless absolutely necessary, so I'm not looking for you to go and start a conversation with him unless it seems like he's going to end his meal early and head on up before we're done.
I nod.
All right.
You all should decide code words of like what the state of the mission is.
Yes.
Hot potato.
Hot potato is everything is going wrong.
Yes, we've
Hot
established
potato
that.
is, get out of there.
Hot potatoes, everything's bad, we need to leave.
That's right. Hot potato equals oh fuck.
Correct. Okay, what is a good word for halfway? Like a halfway mark.
Oh.
Like things are getting dicey, but we don't have to retreat yet.
Diced carrots.
Okay.
That's a long sentence. I guess as many syllables as
Hot potato. Luca claps to count the syllables a little bit.
diced. Carrots.
Carrots. Hot potato. I guess, yeah, you're right. More or less.
We'll make it a dinner.
Okay. Diced carrots is shit's gone down, but we're still chill.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, if Edmund is heading up to the room, like starting to head out, and you might be moving to intercept, then that might be a dice carrot situation. Like, things have
Okay.
not quite hit. We need to leave, but we're getting there, you know?
Things are looking bad.
And if everything is smooth, say nothing. Or all's.
Peanut butter. Because it's
How about
smooth.
gravy?
Gravy!
Goes with.
It was with
Potatoes.
carrots and potatoes, I guess.
Good as gravy.
Good as gravy. Okay, I'm saying that's our code phrase.
All right. I have no objections. Food,
Luca,
so
how are
we're gonna
you-
remember.
Yes. Luca, how are you entering the restaurant? Are you being Luca?
Casually. I would like to get something to cover my hand. And then he just pushes his hair back. You know.
Is that your disguise?
What else would it be?
Yeah, I guess you don't have many options.
Hmm.
You could. I guess you're already wearing makeup. It's slightly more enhanced than your usual daily fare.
Willa's going to reach over and like middle part his hair and see if that makes a difference, but it probably doesn't. I don't imagine Luca's hair to easily change
Middle
from
part?
its little
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
switch.
It's just like as
Nah.
soon as you
Like,
let it go, it like snaps back into place.
It's just like vertical. Willa's like,
Do you have glasses that I could wear?
Willa's gonna go through their pockets. Can I?
Do you have
Don't-
like glasses with not tinted lenses?
Willa's going to shove their hand into their pocket or their arm into their pocket, party pocket.
Roll a luck check. Roll a d20.
Feeling lucky?
Hunk?
Kinda.
You have some, but I think they're broken. In the sense of like they have lenses, but the lenses are broken.
Can I pop the lenses out? Can Luca just wear frames?
Yeah, make a tinkering check.
Make a what check? Sorry.
Tinkering check.
Okay.
Tinker's tools check.
Can Fishdog give me advantage?
Sure.
You need it? Oh.
Yep.
Apparently. Okay, so you pop the lenses out. It's not that hard. But they do look a little bit wonky. So
Willow hands
you
puts them on
put-
Luca.
yeah.
He'll like undo his braid and kind of push his hair back. And it doesn't go like slicked back, but it is off his face.
Okay.
I'll give Luca a couple pins, I guess. Say I have some hairpins with me.
Yeah.
Willow tilting their head at these glasses, trying to figure out if they're gonna pass.
I
Vibe
mean,
check.
here's the thing. It's probably not going to look like much to you guys who knows Luca.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm also going to put my reliquary like on the inside of my collar, so it's not visible for now.
Looking at Luca's outfit a bit too, I think, well, he still has to look like he belongs here.
Let's move forward and say that you have reasonably done everything you could to look prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to be here for 10 hours.
Yes.
Just futzing.
Yeah.
And you're going to miss your window.
We gotta go.
Okay, so you're going to go through the staff entrance, get into the bucket, the laundry bucket.
The laundry bin, yes.
Yes. And we'll take you upstairs.
Yes.
I will be downstairs this entire time, and you will go through his hotel room.
Correct. Oh, and I will be looking like this, and En's going to, like, briefly, show off what staff member they're going to be imitating at the time.
Yeah.
Just so
Okay.
everyone knows what they look like.
Okay.
What's your name, stranger?
Yeah.
Zeke, give me a name.
Sarah.
No. Come on. Tara. We'll go with Tara.
It's closer to your name.
Oh, no. Tara, if you, like, say it like an American. Tara.
Sarah. Okay.
Yes, I'm mocking Gary Lowenthal, leave me alone. Let's go with Tara. Like, Terri.
Who is setting off explosives outside my house right now? I don't know if the mic is
Luca.
picking that up, but
Luke is playing with cherry bombs.
anyway, yes. So fine, Tara.
Tara Thorne. Wait.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Doesn't need a last name.
Yeah, well, now she has one. Okay. And then you'll go upstairs, investigate as needed. If everything is good, when you finish, I feel like you should tell me something, a word to say that you're finished.
Well, I'll message you.
You can say all done.
Okay, that's a word. And then,
Dinner
How
is
are you-
served. If you want to keep with the theme.
yes, I would like that. Write that down.
Okay, then.
And how are you getting out?
I mean, presumably
way
the
they
same
got
way we
in.
got in.
Okay.
Barring any outstanding circumstances, I would just be taking the laundry back to the laundry.
Are you actually cleaning the room? So we don't want Tara to get in trouble.
Well, I'm going to be searching
is-
through it, so that's going to be
Yeah,
part of
that
it,
is
yes.
that is part of the cover. Is
It's also
that you will in fact be doing? You will in fact be changing the bedding.
yes. And that's
That's
what
kinda
Willow
funny.
is for. Willow can do the investigation while I change the sheets.
It
It's
also
only-
doesn't take that long to
It's only
clean a
fair.
room.
Only fair after I put Willow in the bin that I do the menial labor.
As for me, I have my detection spells here. Disguise self in case something gets... What's the word I'm
In
looking for?
case you need to make a break.
Yeah. Featherfall, just in case. Willow probably mumbled that to themselves. They're not actually saying this out loud anymore. They're talking to themselves. Shield, Thunderwave.
You have
And I will be cognate
contingencies.
for the arrangement.
Okay. With your mask?
Willow's going to now don their armor, so they do their little wrist tap.
Click, click.
It's under their, as opposed to their usual cognate armor, which is shown as under their coat, and their
Yeah.
big hat, it's just under their usual clothes they've been wearing around Regalport.
Okay.
But then when Luca asks, Willow says,
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
and Willow's back.
Yeah, you can put the mask on and off as a free action, so you can
Yeah.
still be wearing the armor without having the mask up.
Willow just did it for the flair.
Theatrical bitch.
This is directed at Mim as like a just so you know.
Cool.
And
I like it at least going up to Willow's neck, like in the
Yeah,
context.
yeah.
But the mask is like a choice.
Yes.
I would like us to pick a position to reconvene in case things go down south. Bad?
Yes, smart. We're somewhere like close to the crown, but not so
Yes.
close. Maybe a fountain somewhere.
Sure.
I'm gonna
And
close
if
my
we are
window.
compromised-
Give me
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
And if we are compromised,
Then perhaps here, Willow's going to point to like probably near the fountain, but somewhere a bit more like tucked away, like an alleyway. Alleyway next to the post office, I guess, is what the first thing that comes to mind.
Makes sense.
Or a cafe, yeah. And Willow's going to turn back to
Alleyway
Luca.
next to a post office is fine.
Yeah. Willow's going to ask Luca, and just in case you decide to engage our Edmund, what is your name? Because I don't think that Luca with a K is going to count under
it's
your
not going to
disguise.
translate in the spoken language, I'm afraid.
No. I look at Willow. Like,
I look at N. Don't look at me.
Herbert.
Brian.
Herbert Bryan.
Herbert.
Hubert Bryan.
It's unflattering and unlikely.
Yeah. Hubert Bryan, that is me for today. Okay.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Hubert. Nice to meet you, Tara.
Nice to meet you, pile of laundry.
Willow's going.
That's a cognate mask.
An appropriate response. Face covered
Thank
in
you.
fabric.
Mm.
Metal?
That's
Sounds like a plan.
probably not
Let's
going
go.
away with the washing.
Okay.
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 In which case, N and Willow, please roll me stealth checks. As the camera pans to the three of you at your various stations. Luca, you go in the front door, and honestly, you just have to act normal. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not that hard.
For once in your life, be normal.
Act normal. Act casual.
You are not inconspicuous. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Well, Willow has advantage because of their armor.
Do I not have advantage
other
because
thing
I'm
that you-
wearing a persona?
Oh,
Do
right.
you-
You should be
do you
rolling a
need to be
deception check.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
I'm just a staff member.
Yeah, my bad. Roll a deception check, Ed.
Right?
You have advantage because you are wearing a staff member.
Alright. Again. There we go.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Whew.
Hey.
There we
Hey,
go.
hello.
Nice. Okay, so things go smoothly. So far, so good. And you message Luca to say as much.
Yep. Tell Luca it's all gravy so far.
Okay. You enter through the staff entrance. Go about what you know is a normal routine for Terra. And head straight up to room 415 via the elevator. Willow, you have hidden yourself within the pile of clean laundry in the basket.
Very snug.
That's clean. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Make sure it's clean for your sensitive little nose.
It's also because you do have to change the sheets.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't get used to it. But
The most Doritoed up little shifter. Not Dorito, pretzeled.
Burrito?
Dorito. Wait, the chip Dorito?
No, I am saying a burrito, as in bundled.
Oh yeah. That checks out too.
tuck those long leggies right in.
Those laundry baskets are big, you know. You
Yeah,
don't have just one room.
Willow's long. Anyway, Willow's in there, and Willow's nice and snug and covered. And safe and fine.
Yes. So, everything goes very smoothly. You
know what? One thing I
And
think
you-
Willow, would have said to Luca just before we came about Edmund was, if all else fails, don't underestimate a man's reputation in the principalities. I don't know if Luca would know what to do with that, but I imagine
Absolutely
Willow
not.
saying that in passing.
Yeah, no. What does that mean, Willow?
Does Luca look clueless?
Yes, he will look at you and say, "What do you mean? I have no reputation, do I?"
No. Edmund, you have no reputation. He does. So-called philanthropist. If all else fails, embarrass him.
Like, stroke his ego?
Or that. Just know that he has one. That's all I'm saying.
Luca gives you the dumbest expression.
Yeah, never mind. Do it your way.
It might sink in later. Sometimes it does.
Yeah.
I think it's not sinking in for Sarah.
No, yeah, I don't understand what you mean. How did you know?
What? Oh, no, okay. All Miller means is like, he is someone of note. You aren't. You have the capacity to do like personal sabotage if things get dicey.
What
You
does
don't have
that
to
mean?
resort to fighting him. You can ruin his reputation by accusing him of things or making a scene. He has more to lose than you do. That's what Willow's trying to say. I feel like Luca might know this, but then maybe not. But then maybe Willow just got put off by the fact that he doesn't know, so is going to stop trying to give you insights. Does that mean... Never mind, just ignore it. You made Willow... Willow's like, you know what, this is making me nervous. Don't worry about it.
No, but what if it's a really good idea that I could implement?
And then Luca will click about it.
Just give me an example, please. I'm a visual learner.
Mim is flustered.
I'm trying to think.
You mean like?
Spill a drink on him.
Yeah, ruin
Yeah.
his day. Accuse him of something. Run his
Like-
name through the mud. Call him a... Not anything like that will implicate you, obviously, but like... Say that he stole from you. Accuse him of a crime. You know?
Oh,
Like that
okay.
kind of stuff. Like things that would upset someone that has a reputation to uphold. Because he has one, you don't. That's what Willow's trying to say. You can use that to your advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. If that's easier than you, for example, having to fight him. Because it is.
I wasn't gonna fight him anyway.
Willow's going for if shit hits the fan to the umpteenth degree. Make a scene, is what Willow's saying.
Okay. See, that was
Yeah.
my plan to begin with, so...
Willow's just saying, that's what I said! Anyway, don't
You're
worry
both
about it.
confusing each other. Just get in the bin wheel.
I'm very... This is Mim.
I like that this
wasn't
little
Willow.
flashback is running through Luca's head of like, that just made me more confused, but I think
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
That's good. I've got
No,
my
I think
matches.
If
I've got
Willow
my
saw a
glasses.
confused look on his face, Willow just would have backed out of that conversation. All the rest of that was me telling Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah. Willow stopped explaining themselves because they were like, don't worry about it, I've just confused them.
Okay.
Just so we know.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's get back into media res.
Yeah.
Yep.
N sends Luca a message as they're heading up.
Aw, gravy.
Yep. Do a couple rooms. You watch Edmund Beckett and his halfling butler, Alonzo Reedfoot, leave their room as you are walking down the hallway, because that is your key for when to go in.
Mm-hmm. I think Luca's
You
out of
watch them
range at this
leave?
point.
Yeah.
You think? Yeah. Okay.
Just a little bit. I don't imagine the rooms are exactly on top of each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
I'll tell Willow though, since Willow's in a basket, which I assume they can't see
Mhm.
through.
no.
It probably
They can
doesn't-
hear, but like, you know. There's only so much you can hear through muffled laundry that without context clues.
Hmm.
So you watch them leave. Completely normal.
Yep.
Push the laundry basket along. Get your staff card and open the door. To room 415, the Admiral Suite.
Oh.
Of course it is.
It is a lavishly appointed room, not excessively messy, but it does show signs of being lived in. There is a balcony to one side with the curtains half opened, showing a view down over the city of Regalport and the bay. There's a writing desk, a bed, a little side table with a newspaper on it. Some tea service. All very normal things.
All right. Well, I'll
You
lift
close
the
the door
cover.
behind you and
Lift the covers
lift
off
the
of
cover
Willow.
to
We're in.
Thank you. Willow will accept help out of the cart. Thank you.
All right. Up and at 'em. And we'll,
Perception.
yeah, general perception check. I think Anne's specifically gonna first glance at the newspaper, just see if that's anything specific or if it's just the daily paper.
It looks like it's the daily paper, but it is the what's that one famous one? I think it's the Korenberg.
Mm,
So it's the international one.
right.
One second. I might quickly do detect magic rather than.
Yeah.
Um.
Sure.
Yeah. Just to see if there's anything magical in this room that we should be wary of.
Yes. Any triggers? Or 6 forbid traps.
Okay, so you do a quick sweep of the room with detect magic. It looks like the main things you're picking up are regular minor enchantments and the hotel security. So there's stuff like, a magical lighter or some lightly enchanted clothing in the wardrobe, that sort of thing. There is not anything that stands out as particularly unusual or dangerous from like a first round of sweep.
Yeah.
And is casually changing the bed sheets and watching Willow as they go.
Mm-hmm.
I think Willow would have said get to work before starting their own perception of the room or investigation of the room.
Yeah.
So I'm
Make a perception check as well.
Yep.
Before you start investigating. Okay.
Yes.
So, things of interest. You know that there is a safe in this room. It is probably unlikely that you will be able to get it open, but it is worth knowing about.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is anything especially magical, it is quite likely to be in that safe. Not that you would be able to see through it, because those things are typically lined with lead for the purpose of avoiding divination magic.
Yep.
There is a writing desk that still has some stationery on it. Other than that, it looks like it's a lot of the sort of things you would expect from an elderly gentleman's hotel room.
Mhm.
So, finery, suits, well-tailored clothing.
Can I check the
sort of thing.
pockets of his clothes?
Sure, make an investigation check.
Just dusting. Investigation, not intimidation. We cannot intimidate laundry.
Clothing.
Maybe this laundry gestures at self.
Somehow I doubt that as well. But anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Yeah, I think you pat down the coats. I think you find a couple business cards for a few establishments. That sort of thing. I think you find a couple for some tailors that are in town, maybe an antiquities dealer or something like that. The Grand Auction Hall, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
And I think for a art studio.
All right. And it's going to jot the names of all the businesses down and any relevant information. And then put the cards back where they found them.
And I am going to look at his stationery, hoping to find something he may have written.
Yes.
Do I have to do investigation?
Check, please. Yes.
Whoa.
Fish Dog can help you here.
Yes. That's better.
Speed reading time.
Mhm.
So, looking through what's on the desk, there are two pieces of correspondence that look interesting. One is an outgoing letter that has not been sent yet. It is a letter of introduction addressed to someone called Lydia Leilis Ditharani.
Lydia Leilis Ditharani.
You're mostly skimming this because I imagine that you're doing this pretty quickly.
Mhm.
But yeah, outgoing letter of introduction that has not been sent yet. Clearly a complimentary review of her performance in The Folly of the Four Sons. I don't know if you know what that is, Willow.
Mhm.
The Folly of the Four Sons? Yes, Willow knows about that.
Did you tell me about it?
You asked about it when you approached the Gallery of Shadows all by yourself. I specifically remember the voice clip of the Folly from Willow when they were there alone. So yes, you know about the Folly of the Four Sons.
I'm sitting here like, why the tone in your voice wrong? Oh, I see what's happening.
I have news for you. Okay. So yes, Willow knows what that is.
Oh my gosh. So yes, I do know the Folly, actually.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay. Another is an inbound letter, one that has just recently been received.
Mm-hmm.
That is still opened. That is from someone called Tarek Elham. That is a very polite but dismissive response. To an offer that Beckett has clearly made to this person. I think it's the phrases you read are sort of like, as generous as your offer is, I must decline to personal history and a well-founded belief that Sharn and the rest of Brayland at large would not be willing to see the bitter truth of how the war has treated myself and the Siren people during the war. It goes on to be like a real compliment sandwich of like, thank you for complimenting my work. I appreciate that you are very interested in it. I yada yada yada. That sort of thing. Those are the two most interesting pieces of correspondence on the desk. The rest is either like...
Hold up. Did we go offline?
Briefly, but we're back now.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, my internet just... what? I wonder what cut off, though.
Most of the letter, I think. Not for me, though. I
wrote
heard
it down.
everything. I've heard everything, but the stream did drop briefly.
Okay.
Oh.
Welcome back, stream.
Welcome back.
Hope you didn't miss too much. We got a letter from Tarek Elham.
Yeah, Zeke, if you want to reread that little bit about Sharn and Brayland and all that, just because I think that was the main thing that got cut off. Just also because I was distracted.
If that was off the dome, I did write it down.
Yeah.
It was off the dome, thank you.
Cool. Mim.
Okay.
Willow,
well,
would you like to
roughly.
tell N what you've read?
I think Willow might actually walk around the room and sort of say it. I didn't get it exactly. So, as generous as your offer is, I must decline to introducing my work to the theaters of Shan due to personal history and a belief that Shan and Brelin at large would not be able to handle. And then, I believe what Zeke said was what they did to the Syrian people, or what the war did.
It was
Syrian people?
like that Sharn and Brayland at large would not be willing to see the bitter
Willing to
truth of
see the bitter
how
truth.
they treated the Syrian people during the war.
Yeah, I think Willow would say that rather frankly as well. Like, they wouldn't hesitate on it. I hesitated because I
Yeah.
didn't completely get that part down.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I beg your pardon. But yeah.
That would be the folly then, I believe. As I recall.
Do you know the...
Yeah, Tarek was the playwright.
Right.
Friend of Captain Frostroot, in fact.
Oh, that's convenient.
It is interesting.
Is there anything on these letters by way of like letterhead or official signatures and stuff that I could tinker a copy of? Maybe Edmund's?
Yeah, let's copy his
Is that
signature.
within your abilities?
Let me see my artifices things. Magical tinkering.
This is someone who's forged signatures IRL. It's not that hard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. It's mostly,
I mean-
can I take a photo of this, basically?
If we're here,
Oh,
Anne
wait,
will
no.
probably copy Edmund's signature just to have it.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I think Willow will have to do this the old-fashioned way. I got it the wrong way around.
Yeah,
more
this would be a sleight of hand check.
Willow might then just sort of gesture at it. I feel like N doesn't need to be told, by the way, forge his signature.
Yeah.
Ann's already
Yeah,
there.
you have a
Yeah.
you have a solid copy of Edmund Beckett's signature.
Yeah.
Cool.
Willow will also ask, are you familiar with Lilia?
Lydia
What's her name?
Lelas.
Lydia
Lelas. Lelas DeFerrani.
Lydia Lil. Oh my gosh, sorry.
I'll paste it in chat.
Lilelele. I wrote it. I'm looking at it. I can't not say Lilia. Lydia Lele.
Lelas.
Lelas.
Lydia Lelis. The Tharani.
Can't say I've heard the name before. But considering the letter, it sounds like she was performing in the Folly as well. So I probably saw it in a little brochure I got. Just didn't really stick at the time. All connections to the Folly, which I guess isn't the prize. Are there drawers on this desk, this writing desk, that we can go through?
Yeah, I imagine that was part of what you were going through. The rest is just like standard stationery from the Crown, with letterheads and stuff. I don't think there is any other outstanding mail here that is of interest, except perhaps like your order is ready for tailoring this and this suit, or for this and this dry cleaning, you know?
Right.
And like that's to the side in a place where it's like, okay, this is clearly like for the butler to attend to.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Those are the pieces of stationery that are very outstanding. Those are the pieces of interest.
Anything on the night table? Any little drawers on there, or anything taped under the surface? Anything under the bed?
Those kinds of looks too I will help with, because Willow would do like a deeper look of the
Yeah,
room too.
I'm saying that these investigation rolls have like covered basically most of the room. There's no spare monocles. What other things? You don't find anything else that is especially suspicious, but give me an idea of what you're looking for.
I
Guess
think
the
I'd
main
also be
thing-
interested in what kind of, if there's any other like art pieces around, in these specific kinds of art pieces.
There's standard art pieces in the room, like landscapes, that sort of thing. Because this is a hotel room,
Yeah.
it's hard to say if there would be anything personally interesting.
Yeah, is there anything like, because I was in a couple of the other rooms cleaning, is there anything that stands out from those art pieces? Something that looks like maybe Edmund brought in to decorate with is essentially what it is of interest?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there is any, like, there's no, like, truly personal touches. He hasn't brought any objects. You might see, like, there's probably a space in the drawer of the bedside cabinet that maybe implies that he has a journal that he keeps on him, that he probably puts down at night.
Are there any weapons here? Yeah, both of us looking like,
looking at that blank space in his nightstand, like, so we have to rob him in broad daylight. I see.
I have to pickpocket him. I get it. It won't be the first time. Are there any like weapons in his closet or anywhere else?
Nope.
Are there
Is
any
there
canes?
any chance of getting into that safe?
Yeah, I was gonna get there. Like, if there are
Sorry.
canes, I also want to check if those canes contain swords. You know?
Yeah. And
He does walk with a cane.
Anyway.
Yes.
He does walk with a cane.
That's why I'm looking
Yeah,
for other
but that's,
canes.
Nope. No other canes, just the one.
All right. Yes, let's look at the safe.
Gosh, the safe, I think... Willow, you did a cursory look at this with detect magic. It is very warded. In the way that, like... You could tell there's probably alarm on it, but there is probably also stuff like arcane lock. It's a Kundarak made safe for the hotel. So, while not impossible to get into, I think it is beyond both of your skill sets, and it would definitely alert.
Yeah. Probably more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah.
For now.
Well, we know it's there.
He keeps a clean room regardless. And it is a clean room, yes. Like, I know it's hotel clean,
Yes.
but, like, otherwise he's not, like, there's not shit everywhere. And the fact that he's kept his journal with him implies, too, that he's, like, he's kept notable things on him, too. I find. Yeah. I know I carry, like, my journal around, but...
It's also, like, there's no spare monocles or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And I mean, the journal is probably like a pocketbook sort of thing. It's not like a heavy tome or anything.
Yeah.
Like some people.
Not all of us have tome bags. Anything interesting in like the bathroom ensuite area? Or...
Yeah. I was also thinking that.
Maybe a personal robe, like a personal bathrobe.
Ugh. Wanker.
His initials embroidered into the fucking thing.
No, but it is like I don't think it's initials embroidered in. Like, what is he, a school child that needs his
yes.
name stitched into it? But yeah, in general, this is like a well-kept hotel room. There's like a suitcase that's tucked away in a cupboard. Everything is unpacked. It's not like... It looks like it's been lived in for quite some time, basically. He's been here for a while. He intends to be here for a while. This is a room that he's been in before and, like, has obviously reserved. So he's got money to spend.
Oh, absolutely.
If your holiday home is a hotel room, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, I just got hit by the sniffles. So, and is there anything on those letters that he received that indicates like where they came from? Is there any return to sender addresses, that kind of stuff?
Well, one's outgoing, so
Oh yeah,
that would... Yeah, so not really. And you maybe can find the address of Tarek Elham.
Mm-hmm. Is that a maybe or yes? Because I'll write it.
Yeah, you can find the address of Tarek Elham. I haven't decided where that is.
We have Tarek's address.
Yeah.
We too can contact Tarek. He seems like a cool guy. He was the one, so from memory, is he the one that participated in the actual show, which was like a to everyone?
No,
is that Tarek?
He's the playwright.
He's a playwright?
Yeah. I think it was
Who was the one that was
the head of House Thorani?
Yeah, the one that was the
yeah.
Gasp is the head of House Thorani, Baron Elar de Thorani.
Man, all these names.
Yeah, fantasy names.
Yeah, no. I just wrapped my brain around Roselia de Canith. Now I'm Lydia Lelis Thorani. Hell yeah. Okay. Is there any history check I can do in here? Like just off the cuff of all of the, off the back of all of these thoughts? Not anything that I can think of. Except for general Thorani check, but I feel like I know most of that. And already it says the newspaper, huh?
Yeah.
Like to what it was open to if it was.
Yeah.
Nothing highlighted.
I assume not.
No love hearts written around any names, nothing like that.
Nope.
No fire written around any names.
If he is up to anything suspicious, he knows better than to put it out in the open.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was expected.
Willow's going to be idly thinking and sort of replacing the letters where they found them.
Yeah. I would like you to both make, or either one of you to make sleight of hand check with advantage, or both of you to make sleight of hand checks to replace things as they were.
Yeah.
You want to give me advantage, or?
And has a +5 to their sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Leave it to N.
Oh, I have advantage on sleight of hand anyway. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to click that. It's a dexterity check, yeah.
You have advantage on stealth checks.
Oh, only
not
check
sleight of hand.
Oh, it says advantage on dexterity checks, and I didn't see the little stealth in brackets. The brackets made me blind. Sorry for hitting the advantage. I don't know why I clicked that.
I'll just do the one on the left to right. Or actually, I'll just take N's one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was meant to be doing.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
So you replace everything. You finish cleaning up the room. Luca, let's flash to you.
Yes,
What are you
Captain?
doing while this is going on?
I'm having a nice breakfast in a nice restaurant. I am sitting
What'd you
in
get?
the edge. What have they got? Big breakfast. I'll get a big breakfast.
Okay. The continental then.
Yes. I'm sitting at the edge of the room, but not to the point where I'm looking at everyone, kind of on the side. and I have requested a bucket with some ice in it so that I can use the mirrored reflection to watch behind me, and I'm keeping an eye out for whoever resembles and sketch.
Okay, make a perception check. I think I'll give you advantage on this because you have like a good viewpoint of the room and you are looking for someone specific, and you have like the sketch and everything. So
Ooh.
15.
15. Okay, so yes, you can in fact see Sir Beckett. He is having a moderate breakfast by himself. His butler is doing the service nearby.
I would like to cast Detect Magic on him.
You cast Detect Magic on yourself.
Okay, and then look at him very much in the eyes.
Make a... Make a stealth check to cast this spell without being conspicuous.
Oh.
So here's the thing about casting spells.
Voice.
It is
thing.
very obvious when you cast them, and it is not easy to do them quietly.
Okay.
So basically, what you have just done is loudly turn on a metal detector in a restaurant. And I think there is a moment where you realize you fucked up because Sir Edmund Beckett and his butler both raise their head and look directly at you. They don't do anything, but they have taken note of you. And a wait staff person comes over here, is like, "Is there something wrong, sir?" You have committed a big faux pas.
I asked for my eggs to be runny. They are not runny.
I would kindly... Of course we can amend that, but I would kindly ask that you dismiss the spell. You are causing a bit of a disturbance amongst the other guests.
I apologize.
Do you drop the spell?
I do, yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I will replace the eggs immediately.
Thank you.
So, I think
Shit, I just
there
showed that.
is
Wait,
a... Yeah. I think there's a little more of a moment where it's like, cool, you've lost this opportunity and you cast the spell, so you have used that spell slot.
Yeah.
And you see the butler, the halfling butler, Alonzo Reedfoot, sort of eyeing you up a little bit from across the room.
Just the butler?
Yep.
I'll give him a smile and a wink.
I think he does not take that very well.
Does it make him uncomfortable? That was my intention.
Yes.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted. I wanted him to look away from me.
You made him uncomfortable, but he's not looking away. I think he just narrows his eyes.
Damn it. Fuck. is not going at all how I wanted.
Your replacement eggs come. They are very, very runny.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. So, while the butler is not going to approach you or anything, you do see him repeatedly glance over at you.
Ugh, fantastic.
Yeah. Not great.
Not great.
They
Not
haven't
great.
left.
No, they haven't left.
Look, you're not dead
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Luca, please. Wait. One thing I would like for you to do, Luca, is roll a deception check.
Godspeed.
There we go.
15.
That's all right.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Just a man who wanted runny eggs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And accidentally cast a spell as a result.
You know, these
You ever
rich
get so
people.
mad?
You
Yeah.
gotta get the attention of the wait staff in the most dramatic way possible.
Yeah, he just did the magical equivalent of clicking the waiter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'm trying to save this man.
That's
You're
why.
not.
I'm lying. I'm saying he's being rude in public.
Yes, he is being rude in public, but I would like to stress how much of a weird
Yeah.
move it is to turn on a metal detector in a restaurant.
If Ace Attorney has taught me anything, you should turn on metal detectors everywhere.
Something's wrong. Metal detect that shit.
You're surrounded by metal.
No. Come
All
on.
the folks start screaming. Yep, well,
Now I
if
know.
we were cooked right, we wouldn't have this problem.
It's like. Anyway, you have a very uncomfortable 20-minute breakfast. Or a very
Okay.
uncomfortable 15 minutes before I believe N messages you that they are leaving the room.
Yep. Dinner is served.
That's it. Lucas says under his breath to himself.
Yep.
Willow's gonna do one more skim around the room. I can't think of anything else, but it's just like there's just something they do before they hop in the laundry basket.
Yeah. I don't think you've as thoroughly as you can, you have investigated all that is available to you.
Yeah. Willow might make a joke on the way into the basket saying, I could break the hot water. Ruin his evening.
We'll save the dramatics. Thank you for the thought, though. Who lifts the sheet?
Is Damon staying at this hotel? He's at the Gold Dragon.
No, Damon is not staying here at all.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Because if I had to go see Damon at this hotel again, I would kill myself. Sorry, continue.
So, Willow, make another stealth check with advantage, and make another deception check, and Luca, make a just flat charisma check.
Ooh.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
Oh, and you should have advantage.
There we go.
Oh.
Oh my God.
There we go.
And stumbles a second and then just a minute.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, I think what happens on a 13 stealth for Willow is that they sneeze.
Oh no, all the stuff in his I'm in the dirty laundry now, yeah?
Yeah, you are.
You got all the dead skin going up in your
Mm.
nose.
Yeah, if anyone's
Just
around, Anne is
imagining-
going to puppet a
I think
sneeze.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's successful deception.
Thank you. I
Managed
think
to-
I'm just imagining Willow like quickly, urgently messaging in if that channel is open. Like, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze, and then like pulling up the Cognaut mask, where you just hear this, like that.
Somehow more conspicuous than if you had just sneezed regular.
Yeah.
The squeaky wheel.
Like someone sneezing in the middle of a hotel, not that unusual. A
Well, I didn't
robot
mean to. It was automatic.
squeaking.
It was like hide the sound.
It might be Warforged pretending to
That's
sneeze.
Warforged can sneeze. Why would Warforged?
If
I
they
mean,
They
want
don't
to.
You know what?
breathe. How are they gonna sneeze?
I'm glitchy. Okay, then, Detect Magic Boy, relax.
Liz, you don't know that. You can't mock me
know.
for that.
I'm mocking you. Mim is.
And covers for you,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate.
My water.
7
I
charisma
think-
though. Eek.
Yeah, 7 charisma. That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
I think you make a little bit of a scene when the bill comes and you are charged a whole gold piece for breakfast.
Of course I am.
And the wait staff are trying to compliment you away. They're professional, and you're clearly not. You're going to not be the weirdest person they've ever interacted with. But it is like a. If you didn't know the price, why did you come here for breakfast?
And order extra eggs. Oh no, they were replacement eggs, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
He got a big breakfast though, which means it's like
Yeah.
cool. You paid like $30 for breakfast. You
That's
know?
not so bad.
Did you eat it all?
Of course.
Yes.
I'm also going to like wait. Like I'm not gonna walk out of the hotel at the same time as you guys. That's suspicious.
You're walking out of different exits.
Still, I would take an extra few minutes.
Okay.
Are you ogling the Edmund?
No?
Okay.
Yeah. You make a as graceful an exit you can manage, Luca, which is not very. You're feeling a bit like frazzled by this. Not enough to cause a huge scene, but you do turn a few heads of like, what is he doing here? You feel out of place.
Yeah. Unsurprising. But no trouble.
Overall, successful.
Yeah. So,
So,
We're meeting
slide
back at
on
the fountain.
out of there, and yeah, we can regroup at the fountain.
Or if Luke is feeling kind of hidey, he might be at the post office place.
Yeah.
I'll meet at the fountain.
All right. Yep, N is back in N form.
You know, I think. Did we talk to Luca at all on the way out to see like how it went? Because I feel like Willow might
I think like
ask
this
N
is when
No.
to ask him.
we're regrouping is when we'll like kind of be
Yeah.
seen together again.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if Willow would default to the alleyway.
Yeah, we'd probably move somewhere else for actual discussion, but we'll
Yeah.
It's like we meet and then we continue.
Yeah.
But yes, N would also be asking Luca.
So, you have your debrief time.
Yeah, so we are regrouping.
Back at our hotel?
It is
Like
probably
somewhere less.
yeah, somewhere that's not going to be eavesdropped upon.
Oh, the hotel.
I'm going to detect. this will take 10 minutes. Hey, question: with detect magic taking 10 minutes as a ritual, do I need to have the
Components?
Oh wait, or does it mean? Does I just keep this up? How long does my detect magic stay handy? Oh, it's just within the spell. Concentration up to 10 minutes. It isn't a ritual. It is a ritual.
You can cast it as a
Anyway.
ritual.
Yeah.
If you
I wanna
cast it as a ritual, it takes 10
Hmm.
minutes to cast, and it lasts
Yeah.
for 10 minutes.
Right. Gotcha. I'm going to cast it so that I can check us all over, basically, especially Luca when he comes back.
Hey, what? Why?
Just in case. Why are you offended?
I don't know.
Just in case.
Do I know that Willow is trying to cast the same spell that I tried to cast?
Yes.
I-
It is not even like it would look different, but it's like they're not
Oh,
hiding
come
I
it.
want to
on.
see how Luca's feeling because I think N senses a tension from him having been around him for so long.
Frazzled.
Yeah.
He looks frazzled and pouty and annoyed and
Yeah, so
Yeah,
while Willow's doing that and it's like eyeing Luca.
It's not specifically at Luca too, it's just kind of in
Yeah.
general. Also, Willow's detect magic is a sheen of their glasses, so it's not
Nice.
like a
You
massive-
do also have to like while we flavor it as a sheen of your glasses, you do still have to do all the verbal and gestural components.
Yeah, I'm imagining Willow's disguising it as talking to N.
No, you can't. I'm sorry, this
What?
is a rule of the universe.
So does it okay, so is Willow standing there chanting in wait, if I cast this as a ritual, that's what I need to do, as opposed to be casting it as a spell. Yeah? Or is it all the same?
It is the same but different. What exactly are you asking? Basically, it is very obvious when you are casting a spell. You can't disguise it as looking like something else. Because you
Even
have
if it's
to do
not
the
a ritual.
yes.
Okay.
Yep. That's why I always have to be careful with my
That's-
detect thoughts too, because it's obvious when I cast it.
Yeah. The only way you can hide casting a spell is if you specifically have a feature that lets you hide casting the spell,
Yes.
which is one of the benefits of being sorcerer.
Yes, I
Fair.
read up on this because I investigated how to do subtle spell a while back.
Okay, well then before I do it then, is it weird to be doing stuff like that in Regalport, or is that just something people do?
I think it's something that people do. It's more of like a matter of context. But it is very much like turning on a metal detector. It's like, okay, where's the electricity? There.
Well then Willow will wait till they get somewhere more inconspicuous.
It's also not that weird to see people do it in public if they're like shopping, you know? It's like, is this actually magical?
Yeah, I don't want to be.
It's just
Give
like
it a
a,
fake
it's just
item.
like a fact of life, you know?
Yeah.
It just depends on context. So it's not that weird to be like casting it as a ritual. While you're like going through town. However, because casting it as a ritual means you have to like stop for 10 minutes and do that.
Oh, okay, so it can't be done while walking. Okay, well, I don't think it's worth me exhausting a spell slot for it, so I might just
Yeah,
do it when I
so
get back to the
I was
hotel.
just I was imagining that you guys had just like gone back to the hotel and you were doing that there.
Yeah. The main thing is Willow's like, if you are bugged, let's not carry it back into the room. Like, whatever air quotes bugged is
Yeah.
in this universe. Willow's
Yeah.
just paranoid enough to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair. And is happy to oblige.
Yeah.
And is also that paranoid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or I could see...
No, detect magic would work
Okay.
for this, for doing a sweep. To see, it's like if somebody is under the effect of a spell.
Yeah. Then I'll probably just
but-
still to Lucas' wounds. We'll do it when we get back to the hotel where he can see me plainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So, Willow does a ritual detect magic, determines that there is no unusual magic present on you, just the stuff that you would usually have.
All clear.
Good. All right. Well, let's debrief then. On our end, I think things went pretty smoothly. We got into the room without any issues, we searched it, and we left without being interrupted or intercepted. So we got about as much as we were going to get out of the room. Luca, how did things go on your end?
If I said nothing happened, would you believe me?
No.
Really gives you a concerned look.
Yeah, and also, like, said that with, like, a look of sympathy. Were you spotted?
So he was there with his butler. He sat down to have breakfast. I sat down to have breakfast. I thought it would be a good chance to see if he is the kind of man who practices magic or has magic items on him. So I tried to cast a spell to see that, but I did it very poorly and everyone was looking at me funny, so I had to make a scene, and the waiter came over and she asked me to turn it off, and I told her that my eggs were not runny, even though I ordered them runny, which I didn't. I didn't order them runny because I don't really like runny eggs all that much. I like them like in the middle. Anyway, she replaced my eggs and I turned off the spell, and they were looking at me the whole time, and I tried to make the butler look away by like winking at him, like flirting with him a little bit, but it didn't work. He just kept staring at me. And then I spent a gold on breakfast.
I can reimburse you. This was my idea.
That's not the point.
Was it good?
It was fine. The eggs would have been better if I'd eaten the ones that I'd been given.
And we'll pat Luca's shoulder. Look, this is fine. This is workable. You didn't speak with him, did you?
No.
Yes.
And I think he doesn't want to see me again because I'm a stupid person who makes a trouble.
He didn't.
Makes a trouble, yes, Luca.
He didn't speak with you.
No.
But you see, you know what this makes you.
What?
An excellent deterrent. What if I want Edmund out of an area of the auction? What if I want to lure him somewhere else and get him out of a place? Then you show up, Runny Eggman.
Oh no, this guy again. Am I right?
Suddenly he won't want to be in the room.
I suppose that is a benefit.
Any persona is workable, Luca. You just have to figure out the right angle. And it seems like your little performance kept him in one place. It didn't send him out of his breakfast and back up to his room. So I think it worked out just fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Will has been trying not to laugh at you that whole time.
And how did you go? Pile of dirty laundry?
Better than you.
Ugh. Can I pick up one of the chess pieces and throw it at Willow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't. They're new.
I'm still doing it. I'm not gonna stop.
Can I catch them? I don't want to give them.
Make a dexterity check, Willow.
To ruin things. I'm gonna ask Fishdog to help me.
Also, Ed's going to continue talking.
It beans you in the face, but it doesn't fall on the floor.
Willow gets pelted by a chess piece.
I picked the rook because it's got the most like solid shape to hit someone with.
Wow.
Also, this means he's going to underestimate you if you end up having to actually confront him in any capacity. Because now you're the fool, and no one's going to expect a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's gonna make a little stabbing motion, like a subtle one by their hip.
I suppose that's the way I play every situation.
Yes.
So you're well versed in the act, which
It's
should
very
make it
useful.
easy.
Mm.
Thank you for trying to spare my feelings, Anne.
No, I'm not trying to spare your feelings, Luca. I'm being very honest. Wouldn't be the first time I've had to deal with completely messing up a cover. It's workable.
Tell us. Regale us then.
You have experience with this?
I'm a changeling who has participated in crime. Yes, I have had experience in not studying my target long enough and saying something that perhaps is absolutely not something the person I'm trying to be would say, and then getting some funny looks and having to figure out what I'm going to do from there.
Well, I feel
Dis-
better.
Disgraceful.
Yeah, I know. I'm not perfect.
Shocking,
Unbelievable.
truly. Did you find anything useful?
I think we did.
Some points of interest, yeah. And we'll flip open their book where they made their
They're
notes.
also flipping open their book.
Luca will get his book too.
Study session.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Edmund is
What's
unsuccessfully buttering up. Blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, just to interrupt. What's Kat doing while you guys are debriefing?
I think
Anything
Did
she
you
wants.
greet her?
Oh, I imagined we went back into N and Luca's room, and I also kind of figured that Kat had like, I briefly mentioned like morning package kind of thing, or like a bath, like she was in the bath or something. We would have greeted her if she was there, so I imagine she was like busy.
Yeah, I imagine you guys greeted her on your way in, and you were just like, okay, and
I kind of figured she wasn't in the room, or she was doing something else. Otherwise,
yeah, she's probably she'll be in the bath, but like she said hi, she is around.
Yeah, I think what I mean is after this, because we came in through their room, we might just go see Kat after and say hi to her then. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, because it would be not like hi anyway. Closes ourselves in the other room. Like, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fair enough.
Debrief, and then if we hear Kat moving in the other room, be like,
Yeah. Okay.
time for lunch.
Continue.
So yeah, we share all the information that we got. I think Willow's going to share what I said. I said during intermission, but I'll say it now. That they're going to like reconfirm with N that Lydia, the folly of the four sons, is the one that was showing in Regal Port,
and is going to like do a little like reminder of, hey, that's the one I met Edmund at and had my whole breakdown. Remember the night we played cards, Luca? And then I woke up in a complete disarray. Remember that play?
Luca gives a okay smile.
Yeah. Is it very likely that the play that Tarek is talking about is that play? Like, is that the most sensible outcome? Okay, it's not like he wrote another play about Siri.
I mean, it's
only a couple months old, so
yeah.
And was at the world premiere, basically.
Yeah, and so Willow is going to like obviously points out that his Edmund's first attempt to get it showing at Shan was rejected politely by this guy, but now he is buttering up, and Willow would say it that way. The whatever the lead performer, or I'm assuming of, that one of the folly.
Why would he want it shown there?
That's the question, isn't it? I mean, it could be very mundane. Very mundane in terms of purpose. In contrast to what I'm dealing with. Obviously, it's not... None of it is light reading. But is there literal murder involved or not?
Could you tell us a little more about the play? Willow might ask N.
From what I remember. And then we'll give like a summary about what it was about. I don't know a good way to summarize it off the top of my head. But if Zeke wants to.
4 suitors attempt to woo the princess of a nation because she is young. And they train her in various skills. And at the end, she's like, I'm very flattered by all of you. I would like you as my advisors, and I will rule myself. And everybody is pissed off about that, and a bloody succession war results.
And 3 guesses on what that's alluding to, and your first 2 don't count.
Willow's going to kind of give a wry expression and be like, that's on the nose.
Yeah.
But I see what he means.
That's
gesturing back to Tarek.
that was that was what they were saying at the theater.
Who?
The other people attending.
You went to a play without me?
It was a terrible time, Luca. You would have hated it.
Back to. So that threw off what I was going to say. So Willow got thrown off by what Luca just said. The play where N had a panic attack. Ah, how could you?
You might not have had one if I was there.
I hope Luca didn't say that out loud.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
could've-
No, Willow's pondering. Who else did you see at the play? At the gallery.
Oh. Cheswick Law, the son of Henderson. He was there.
Mm-hmm.
What are the other names? The other people that were there? I don't know if I have them written down anywhere accessible. Let's see.
Just say and rattles off the names.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bunch of
Baron-
other
Captains.
captains.
Tashi-
So Ryger was there.
Yeah, Riker was
Baron
there.
Anchi,
Latila
Cheswick Law,
Feyres.
Feyruz,
Feyres.
and Horatio Ir Argamont.
Yeah, Latila Feyres specifically was a friend of Meraldine, and the person who N sat next to when they were impersonating Meraldine.
Mm-hmm.
The main woman that N conversed with during that brief spat at the theater.
Yeah, Willow's writing names down.
Yes.
As for why you would show it in Shan, well, I suppose it's going to be controversial. Draw a crowd. But why Edmund wants it shown in Shan, I suppose that's different. Or it could be all the same. Depends.
Yeah. Seek, I don't know if you would have this information, but at the Snapdragon Theater, was there any particular leaning toward the kinds of shows that they performed that to the general public, not the special ones?
I think it was a lot of like classics. But I would say it leaned more towards serious drama than it did to like comedy or anything like that.
So
So serious drama, tragedy, or like tragic romances, that sort of thing.
Oh, so
So,
this
like-
fits the bill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not out of the realm of possibility of the kinds of...
Yeah, this is a little more out there and much more
Political? Like,
Yeah.
yes,
very intensely
much
political?
yeah, much more very intensely political, much more like blunt and brutal
Yeah.
than a lot of stuff. Like, in particular, the thing that's notable about The Folly of the Four Sons is not so much the plot being openly political, it is that it really digs into the betrayal of war.
Yeah. And it points a very hard finger. I feel like it's hard not to shy away from it, which is exactly why Tarek is like, they can't handle it in Breland. Which is interesting. Question 2. So I was curious about whether, I don't know if I would know anything about, like Willow would know anything about this, but like, if Tarek says no, is he able to be what's the word? Overturned. Yeah, overruled even. If he says, no, it can't show there, is it highly likely that he can just be overruled if you go somewhere else?
No, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
But it's not impossible, but it's not easy either. It's like, this would involve stealing the entire manuscript for the play.
So it's not like
it's an original piece
out of his
of
hands.
Yeah, I mean, like, somebody in House Thorani could possibly provide somebody else with a script if they really wanted to.
Hmm.
But it's like, why would they want to?
And this isn't like a time where I could just go up and look the entirety of Les Mis online.
Oh, absolutely not. This would be like if Les Mis had just been published.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess what I
shown
mean
in
is,
one city.
yeah, how much power. So he does have a fair bit of power over where his play goes. Basically, you know how sometimes like
Yes.
if the House Thorani are the patrons or the display, then
Yeah.
they can control how much power Tarek has over his own work. But it seems like they need him. So
It's
or
debatable.
like,
It's more like, why would they give their proprietary play that they are the only people who know how to perform to anybody else?
Yeah.
Like, maybe they could, like, pass the play along to one of their other enclaves in, like, the rest of the world.
yeah, but not going to
But-
hand it to Fialan specifically.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
Because okay, gotcha. Did Edmund write which theater he specifically?
No,
Having-
you just
aiming
got
to
the
have it?
reply. You just got
Right.
the reply.
True,
You
and Tarek
had
didn't say
one-
anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was, disinclined to acquiesce to the request.
Mm-hmm.
Good. You want the play? You can't handle the play, is basically what Tarek said, but nicely.
Yeah.
Mm.
Very polite, but
Firm.
yes.
Decisive.
Yes. It also seemed like there was a personal history for Elham
Yeah.
with Sharn and the Sharn theaters.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So, I'm not confused. I'm so intrigued. Well, a little confused, but more intrigued.
I'm intrigued because I don't know shit.
Yeah, I'm pointing very much at this thing. Named after one of my favorite teas, even.
Turmeric?
Tarek. Anyway, shall we hear cat stirring now, or is there other stuff?
Oh, there's also the businesses that N found.
Oh, the business cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Share that, because I feel like N would have splattered them out on the table.
Yeah, and didn't take the cards, but N made copies of
Note
the information.
of the addresses.
Yeah.
Mm.
What is the ratio of Sharn businesses to real port businesses? Can we are any of them here that could be visited?
It seems like these are mostly real port businesses.
Right.
So it's various there's a tailor, there's a dry cleaner, and there's an art studio.
Yeah.
Let me see. I don't have names for them off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But it's of those three, the art studio is the most interesting, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind poking my head in there, just have a look. What we're dealing with.
Willer's interested in the antiquities dealer one.
Yeah, that was the second one of interest.
Oh yeah, there was an antiquities dealer. That one is probably in the Pirate Exchange.
Yeah, so they might be worth looking at. We don't have to do that today, of course. They're not going anywhere, and they'll probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, not require quite as much. And wiggles their fingers. I won't have
did
to
N mean?
arrange us an inn just to investigate an antiquity or an art studio. Ideally. Ideally, we can just walk in. Maybe walk in with a different face if I must. less security, less Edmund Beckett.
I'm gonna do a check on N. Insight. How's N feeling?
N is overclocking. They're thinking a lot, and they're like tiring themselves out, and maybe like straining themselves a little bit.
Okay, at that point, then Willer is going to sort of clap and stand up and stretch and say, well, we were finished before lunch. Well, before lunch. Were we finished before lunch, Zeke? I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
We
It's
just
like
finished breakfast.
It's like 11.
Yeah. And if my ears don't
So
deceive
Cat
me...
is... Yeah.
Yeah. Willer's going to gesture next door. Princess is awake.
Yes, well, we did the time-sensitive thing for today. We can let this simmer and figure out what we're doing next later.
Exactly. Willer's going to hold out a hand to N by way of handshake and also helping them up.
And accept that.
Like Willer will hoist
Yeah.
them to their feet, saying, I'd say that's a job well done.
Yeah, good job, everyone.
Yes, Willer will offer the same to Luca.
Yeah, En's gonna pat Luca's shoulder.
I will take Willow's hand. Can't deny that Willow's hand is nice.
Willer shakes your hand like you did a good job. Packs up the chess set. And then, like, knocks and then walks into the next room.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Cat?
Coming out of the shower, I think.
Willer
She's in a
closes the
towel.
door hard. Willer closes the door hard on these two.
This
Yeah.
She's indecent.
No, we're suddenly not invited, Luca.
We'll just have to leave.
You and me. You
It's
gonna
the
take me
will.
out to lunch?
I just had a terrible breakfast, so
I guess I'm treating you then.
Various sounds of Willow Cat shenanigans on the flip side
Banter.
of the door. Yeah.
It's mostly talking at this point.
I think Willow would have gone for a jokey, good morning, what a sight to behold kind of like initial
Yeah.
sort of like hammy bullshit immediately upon seeing Cat. And then like as she's
Yeah.
getting into like a robe or something, then Willow will
Yeah.
reopen the door to these guys. It's like, wait, you can't come in. I'm grabbing Cat's boob. Okay. And then like open.
Is the princess decent?
She is ready for
Who are
you.
you
Yes,
calling a
Willow will
princess?
Open the door.
Good morning.
Willow,
Excuse you?
have you not seen a finer princess in all the land?
Ugh.
I'm a fine princess too, right?
Yes, Luca.
Thank you.
Yes, Luca.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
So
I've had a
what's
hard
for-
morning.
Aaron's not go well?
We got him the wrong
Mhm.
eggs.
Got egg on my
Oh.
face, one could say.
That's Luca's punishment for getting breakfast without us.
Mhm.
You eaten?
I just woke up.
So that's a
I've not
no.
eaten. Can we go out for brunch?
Yes.
Cat waggles her eyebrows.
Yes, we will go out. Willow's like, yes, and then I think Willow will be packing up the room because we have to like check out. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, not like just with wayward marbles maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find a marble stuck behind the bed.
How'd that
Mm.
get there?
It was the one in your... Never mind. One Willow got stuck in her shirt probably.
Came out the back of the shirt and rolled back there. Nobody noticed.
Something like that.
Came out
Yeah.
the tail hole.
Now, hey.
Let's say it like that.
So, you go have brunch with Cat. Settle
Yeah.
into relatively normal behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Head back to salvage.
Yeah.
Anything else to do here just before we all go?
Unless you want to do anything with the residue, but I don't know if you brought that with you. I guess
did.
with
It's in
Willow's
my
party
pockets.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
everything is always on you.
if we could drop it off, if that's easy to do. If like we could drop it off somewhere and come back for it.
Yeah, I think if it's on the way, then even if
Yeah.
it's out the way, Willow would do it. Like
A little
Sure.
probably on their
detour.
own. Yeah.
Yeah.
No point dragging you all along to the alchemy shop or wherever it is I'm going.
And we'll come.
Yeah.
And wants to see it.
Oh. Okay,
Cool.
well,
Time
it's
to invent.
weirder place.
Time to invent an alchemist. I mean, quickly.
Look
Is
at
it
the
an alchemist we're going to?
potion.
It would be yes. Alchemy is chemistry.
Potion shop
Nice.
owner from Zelda.
Yeah.
Let me quickly pull up one of our cameos, because I'm sure there are some.
Ooh.
Oh.
Metanoia Blues. Sponsors.
That's us. La, 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 la. What do you think we had for brunch, guys? While Zika's looking.
Yeah. Talk
Nicer
about your
eggs.
brunch.
Get
I
Luca
say-
his proper not runny eggs. Or is Luca like
Luca is full.
Luca is full. He's probably just having a mimosa.
Huh. Oh, Luca.
How very regal port of you.
And it's probably gotten something sweet.
Yeah.
Pancakes.
Yeah. Or a muffin or something.
Mhm. Like a muffin. Yeah. Not an English muffin. Yeah. It's a sweet muffin?
Yeah, a sweet muffin.
I think Willow would like an English muffin, actually.
Yeah, they would. Colton's.
Oh my god.
You're gonna look at me and tell me I'm wrong?
I simply hate that you said it because it's why I started laughing at the end of when I said English muffin because I was like, ha. But then no one would think that and so I bust out of nowhere. Like, shut up! Keep your thoughts on the inside.
You keep your thoughts on the inside. I don't want to hear about them.
I didn't say anything. I genuinely
You
think
made-
Willow would like
you
English
made that.
muffins.
Little laugh. I knew what you were doing.
You don't know what Willow feels about that English muffin?
They ate it at some point. I know that much.
Relax. You don't know shit. You don't
You're
know
gonna look at me and
anything.
tell me that I'm wrong?
Yes, I'm going to look at you and say that you were wrong in the way of making assumptions off nothing. Well, off a scene, but you know.
It's a scene with a lot of energy in it.
I think he treats
This
a
is
lot of
about
people
him.
that way, so I'm not about to take that as a basis for anything.
We're just trying to have breakfast.
No, we're trying to have
snicker of an
brunch.
English muffin at this time. Brunch is a brunch of breakfast.
And is contemplatively
Anyway.
chewing on a muffin and thinking.
Yeah. I'll have scrambled eggs and can I say the word English muffin without?
Yes.
I don't know, can you?
Thank you. Yes, I can. I don't even know if Willow wants an English muffin, but they would prefer it over like French toast and waffles, I think.
Luca is going to take like a mouthful of your scrambled eggs.
Are you not tired of eggs?
No, he wants good eggs.
He wants redeemed eggs.
Yeah, he was unsatisfied with his eggs.
Oh, with the
He might
redemption
try it.
eggs.
Yeah. Eggs of redemption.
Uh-huh.
He would like be looking at your eggs like, God, I wish I had those this morning.
And we're treating cat.
Yeah.
Yes,
Paper
of
cat.
course.
Of
course.
Cat
What is-
is having a breakfast sandwich. So custard toast, fried bacon, sunny side up egg,
Nice.
Luca
cheese.
glares at it.
Yeah, honestly.
Eggs, my beloved.
How much do we
I don't-
spend on breakfast? Oh wait, no, I'm not including Zeke in this. Zeke is creating an alchemist.
Yeah.
We'll figure that later. Remind me.
I don't know much about eggs, actually. I know that a lot of, like, people will, like, cut the yolk open and be like, ooh, when it, like, juices out.
Bitches be like, ooh, egg bitches.
Yeah.
So, like, as an eggless wonder who does not know anything about eggs, describing eggs like an alien is so funny. I hear that people do this. Yes.
Is this music? I mean, you know, like when people make, is it sunny side up eggs because the sun is like on top? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they like make them and they cut it and it like juices out.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh.
Yeah. I understand what you're talking about. It's just it's funny how you're talking about it.
Okay. So, how much for a meal? I need to go look at my. I need the lifestyle expenses on a handy dandy sheet. I haven't done that yet.
One day.
It's all right. We'll get you that
We-
sheet.
We'll talk too much.
What?
My brain is broken today, apparently.
Nice.
You turned on a metal detector in a restaurant and now you can't ride a bike anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's say you spend like 5 silver.
Each?
Total.
No, total.
Oh. Okay. I'll cover like.
I'm only getting drinks, so
Fine, I'll cover 4.
and I'll cover my own. Okay.
And we'll pay for
What?
you.
I
Aw.
assumed that N was going to put in a silver, that's why.
Yeah.
So,
So Luca doesn't have to pay anything and
oh, you know what? I'll
Aw.
shout. No, I'll shout and keep your money. It's easier for me to just spend the gold. How many silver was it? That we did?
5, so
Okay.
half.
Sweet. I paid for it. It's easy.
Well, thank you, Willow. I've had
Thank
such a
you,
rough
Willow.
day.
It's like noon.
I know. Doesn't that make it sadder?
Lucas sipping his mimosa while saying that. My God.
this means you have plenty of day to turn it around.
Well, thank you, Anne. It's very positive of you.
Okay. So, Willow, you head out to probably like Forester's End, which is more up the hill towards the forest, inland.
Is that
Of
near where
Regal
Varys'
Port.
family lives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go to a herbalist acquaintance of yours named Laurie. He's a half-elf man with flaxen hair and freckles. A little bit thin, but he's got quite wide shoulders, and he wears like sort of a rough spun gray shirt and work pants with knee pads over them because he is a gardener. So while he does general chemistry as well, he specializes in like plants and such.
Nice. What's his name again?
Laurie.
How do you spell that?
Lorrie.
Cute. Hello, Laurie.
He has one of his right hand is covered in a well-worn leather glove, and on the other hand is a metal brace due to an injury.
Hmm.
So it's like not quite prosthetic, but it's something to keep the hand in like a natural position.
Yep.
We're brothers
So-
in arms, he and I.
Brothers in
Yep.
wrists.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. Does Lucas say that out loud?
No, gosh, no.
Oh no, because like you could say it as a joke to your friends, I guess.
I don't know
Luca
this
could.
person. Why would
Luca
I
could
say it to him?
his earshots to us.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. No.
Okay.
Luca wouldn't.
It's just checking, because then Willow would tell you to wait outside. Otherwise, yeah, you guys can come with Willow. I imagine I'm gonna peel off somewhere, and then everyone was like, "We want to come!" So Willow's like, "Okay, we're all going."
Yeah.
And just wants to look around
Laurie's place.
the place.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's pretty. A gardener, nice flowers.
Yeah.
All the stuff around.
Luca
Yeah.
is obviously
It reminds you a
taken
little
by the
bit
garden.
of. It reminds you a little bit of like. Some of Seeker Elsa's stuff. It's similar. In some ways.
Huh. Feel right at home.
So there's like general medicines. There's also like some fabric dyes. Fertilizer things. Typical things that you would do for like all-purpose household chemistry.
Yeah.
Lye. Peroxide.
Sorry. I just meant lie like the thing.
No, Y.
No, like-
Y-E. L-Y-E.
Y-E. Oh yeah.
L-Y-E.
Yes.
Not like you and I, Willow.
Yeah. Lie. Okay. I feel okay.
An emotionally stable human being.
Yeah.
I am
I feel nothing about
perfectly
anything ever.
stable.
Uh-huh.
I am well adjusted. I know how to
This is not
express my
evidence of a
feelings.
murder. Yep. Handing the thing across the table. Or the counter, whatever.
Yeah. So he says, "What can I do you for?"
I'd like you to please have a look at this and let me know if you can tell me anything about it.
He sort of tilts his head at this sort of bundle of like scraped powder. Any idea where this came from, or
I
any
believe
information
it was...
you can give me?
I believe it was scraped off the ground. Otherwise, of a honestly, I'm a little bit in the dark as well. It's been given to me for a project, so
Like, you want to replicate the color or something?
just knowing more about it.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. How much will that?
Oh, let's say...
Pay you after the work is done, and you can tell me how much it was worth.
Let's say for initial tests, down payment of 2 silver.
Sure. And
Thanks.
how long does this sort of thing take?
Oh, I'll need to spend at least a day or so. So you exchange contact
Yep,
information.
I thought he was still talking. Yeah, I thought he was still talking. I heard like a... Okay, my bad. I think the sound went wonky. Yeah, no, Willow will say, then I'll see you in a few days. And
Yeah.
give contact information. They are probably going to go... Fuck. I imagine Willow, like, starts... Wait, does Willow have to give their name? Yes.
I mean, you could write down the poppy as a place
No.
to send.
I think Willow's going to come back, so...
Come pick it up.
a letter. Gotcha. Do I have to... Sorry, am I giving him a letter, somewhere to send a letter to be like, come along?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. That is what he means by contact information.
Yes.
Yeah. So you could.
I got stuck on my name.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Yo, Cognoff von Fender. You could have it sent to the poppy, or you could have it sent to N's private mailbox in Regalport, if you want to be extra secretive about it.
This is somebody you've talked to before that you've asked for like regular supplies for the Jenkins workshop. So you can just say, "Oh yeah, Jenkins workshop salvage," and it'll get delivered there.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot. I know this person.
Yeah,
know
they're
the
a
guy.
friend. Is he cute?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just wondering if it's the kind of thing where I should conceal, but too late. I'm already Willow Jenkins at this shop, so never mind. I can't conceal much.
It's like
Cool,
Malachi.
never mind. Yeah,
This is just a guy.
yeah. No, I'm just cautious about getting just a guy embroiled in something. But no, just a guy checking out some floor scrapings.
As you do.
Yep.
We peel away
and
as
is
Luca sauntering over. Are you flirting with this man,
Willow-
Luca?
Willow will ask Laurie, Willow will be talking to Laurie about, anything else interesting happening lately. Any interesting clients.
I think he chatters this and that about a new garden pesticide made out of coffee.
1 second. Sarah? We have
Yes.
received a
Sarah's
random
asked
sentence from
for us
Sarah.
to pause.
Yes, so we are pausing. I am going to say pesticide for coffee, did you say? Pesticide?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
to protect the beans.
Yeah.
I wonder if Willow gets a coffee. I wonder if Willow gets coffee.
Willow seems like
It's a little
coffee
bit
person.
pricey,
Yeah.
or rather, a lot of it pricey.
Hmm.
So they get it sometimes, but they probably don't make it at home because
Yeah. I'm sure Willow had a bright idea about making a coffee machine, but
yeah,
On their
they were
long,
like-
long list of various tasks.
yeah. But then it was like,
yeah.
expenses.
Yeah. First failure, and it was like, I actually don't like coffee enough for this.
I've decided I don't like coffee.
Yeah. Coffee that I make sucks, actually. Willow would like percolated coffee. Hmm. They could make
I
it
imagine
there.
there are actual coffee houses and stuff in Regalport and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that transport, export, it's not local to Green Tarn.
Yes.
Sorry about
Willow
that.
would
Yeah,
Hi.
welcome back.
My
be just
computer
talking about.
got it. Sorry.
Oh,
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Luke, are you flirting with this guy?
Does he seem open to flooding?
Make an insight check.
Willow is considering buying a little sample of coffee if he has any available.
I don't know. This is not a
No.
coffee shop.
Oh,
He was just
sorry.
talking about using caffeine as a pesticide.
Fair.
I'm gonna say, Luca, that you are still ruminating on today's earlier
Yeah.
foibles, so you don't really have flirting on the mind. So, as
We'll be back.
kind as his eyes are, and as
He doesn't
nice as
have the
his
kind
smile
of
is.
smile that would lift up my spirit.
nope.
Not today.
Can I just hear about his garden then? That will
Yeah.
make me happy, surely.
You do some chatter about the garden. He talks about various plant chemicals.
Wow, he's so
Nice.
smart.
Does he sell anything here?
I think most things that you could find at a chemistry shop are sold here, so
Does he have kids chemistry toy sets? Or
No.
is that- Okay. It's not gonna
Does he
let me
Toys
grow
R Us?
crystals. What?
I said, want to see a Toys R Us?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
no.
I was trying to think if there's anything else needed by way of chemistry stuff. Or anything that Secret also might need, Luca.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you get like some flower
Like-
food here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy some fertilizer
Yeah,
and that sort of
let's-
thing.
Let's get a gift for Elsa.
Some
over
bone
here
meal.
Yeah.
Mm.
to add to your
Anything that can
skirt.
go,
Yeah.
yeah, anything that can go towards Luca's bracelet thing that Willow's making, smell wise. I guess that would be all sourced from the poppy.
Most likely sourced from the poppy, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Luca, you can spend a copper piece to get a pound bag of bone meal for Elsa's garden.
Nice.
Nice. Retail therapy. That's how you feel better
Yeah.
about your morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and is going to encourage it.
Would he sell honey? No, he's not a beekeeper. I keep forgetting. Sometimes, you get
Crossover
the
hobbies.
local honey jar. Yeah.
Alchemy, honey, I'm sure they go together somehow.
Somehow.
You could use honey in chemistry for
Yeah.
other things, but
Yeah.
probably you know what? He might have like beeswax balm or something, so it's like either like a hand
Mm.
cream or something, moisturizer type thing
Luca would
for
absolutely.
like cracked skin. Working
Yeah, but-
hands.
Luca will buy a sample just to see how well it works on his skin.
Okay, another 2 copper pieces. For beeswax balm. It's just a little tin.
Beeswax. Beeswax. Nice.
Cool.
All right, no, if that's done, I guess we can
Yeah.
go back to
Yeah.
catch the
Let's
ferry.
go home.
Salvage.
Yeah,
Or you could take the long walk home.
We could.
we could.
It's a
Yeah.
nice walk.
If Cat's up to it.
Is there anything nice to grab from Regalport for Elsa, food wise?
Yeah, like can we bring her back a dessert or something?
Or fruit?
I'm sure there is. You tell me what you
I'll
got
grab-
her.
Some fresh fruit from Regalport. I feel like their fruit would be nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get some imported fruit.
Sweet. How much am I spending, rather?
Yeah. Couple coppers,
Sweet.
like 5 copper pieces.
Oh. 5.
Yep. Whoopsie.
Gogna.
My bad.
Gogna can do math.
Hmm.
Gogna does all the accounting.
You know
So
what
that
Willow might...
Willow isn't distracted by other stimuli when they need to focus on 1 plus 2.
It was an accident. But, okay, I was going to say maybe, on the way back, if we go the flower way,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm just wondering if Willow would bring it up.
Pray tell, bring what up, my dear?
Yeah, no, that's the question. Willow glancing at the little place where they had the big breakdown.
Cry.
Yeah. And then
After
looking to the
Talking to
rest-
Damon.
Yeah, looks to the rest of the group and says, "You know who we haven't caught up with yet?"
Damon.
Who?
Wow.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, and
Dragon
looks at
Slayer,
Willow.
yes.
Like a flat look, like, yeah, we were thinking about the same thing. I was gonna try and space out my, making you all interact with rich people, but you brought it up.
You go somewhere fancy this morning? Cat asks.
I went to breakfast at a fancy place.
Yeah, Luca went to have
Ah.
a fancy breakfast while we were off doing other stuff.
I see. So,
Willow
when you
laughs
say you
sideways.
had a hard morning, did you, like, I don't know, use the wrong spoon?
Well, I embarrassed myself. I ordered the wrong thing, and then I
Oh.
accidentally made a scene, and it was just very awkward.
Ah, right.
You know,
Cat
that
gives
kind
you
of
Pat on the shoulder.
patronizing politeness that the upper crust can
Mm.
give you.
Yes, I wanted to.
The more
I
I
wanted to
avoided, the better.
You're
See
better
where to
off.
let you sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yes, I was considering that. I wasn't going to do it without talking to you two first, but it might be an idea to figure out if he's still in town or not.
Yeah. Well, Willow, by the way, their tone when they brought it up is way lighter than anything that N responded. I'm not saying N responded in a heavy way, but Willow sort of has a shrug about them. Like, as soon as they brought him up, they're also, like, immediately walking away from that conversation. Like, meh. They're like, well, he said he'd be here, so I suppose he will be.
I suppose so. I was planning to send a letter his way.
Where are you?
Well, not without consulting the two of you, but it was a thought in my mind.
Yeah. He could have joined us, Kat, on our trip. I'm glad he didn't. Would have scraped his head on the boat too frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't he like super tall?
He's taller than Luca, which is already a feat
Yeah,
of its
that's
own.
saying something.
Emasculating. Luca grins.
Yeah, the
God.
scrap bucket was cramped enough without him there.
Hmm.
It was cozy.
It
I'm
was
gonna
good.
miss it.
Well, if you like, we
Yeah,
can find
me
a
too.
boat just the same size. Stuff you back in the underside of it.
I would like that very much.
Aim higher.
Kat
Then again-
laughs and makes a joke about you guys continuing the odds and ends without her.
No, no.
Aw, we wouldn't do that, Kat. You're the whole reason we came
Absolutely not.
together. You're basically the leader.
Oh, of course. Yeah, totally.
We would be nothing without you.
Yeah, I'm definitely the person who led the charge on that whole thing.
Absolutely.
Why do you say that like it's a joke?
Yeah, I mean, did you see how many harpies you shot down?
Why are we buttering Kat up
Sure.
so much?
Because I'm leaving soon, and you want me to miss you.
You will miss us.
When Kat is somewhere off in the world, I want her to think, the only man I've ever cared about. I will miss him.
Yes, Captain Norris, yes?
Obviously.
Who else would I have
Clearly,
meant?
yeah. So, joking and ribbing each other, you walk home to salvage.
Nice. Also,
It's
Willow
a
gave
long
little
walk, but it's comfy.
Yes. I was going to say Willow gave a little smug expression when they said aim higher, like that kind of aim higher. Well, what is higher than a little elemental boat?
Good.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll drop off the fruit to Elsa.
Yeah, I think N might try to catch Willow alone briefly as we're dropping stuff off. Like, well, Luca's going in with shopping and stuff, and I don't know what Kat's doing. It's just like a brief little aside that
Hanging with
En's
Luca.
gonna come out with like a little I guess what would be a good thing to bundle a loaf in, like paper or
Yeah, some paper.
yeah.
Your bro.
Oh,
The rope. Yeah, and going to bring that out and hand it to Willow. Your payment for your hard work today.
Willow has been with you for the past day and a bit and is looking at you like, where did this bread loaf come from?
I'm very
Doesn't
sneaky.
say it out loud, they just give it a look.
Smells like delicious sweet bread.
Did
Like the kind of the buttery soft one that like the kind that Elsa gave you right before you left.
Willow's probably gonna give Anne a look. Do I need to like roll anything to determine whether I can tell Anne baked it? This is a gift, or is that just?
I don't think En's
Make an
making
insight
it
check.
obvious, so go ahead. See what you see.
yeah.
Yeah. And you can, En's like got almost a smirk about them. This is not a normal brof.
Willow looks at it and goes, "You're a baker now."
Yeah. I'm a changeling of many talents. Got rave
I'll be the judge
reviews
of
from
that.
Elsa and Luca, so now it goes to you.
It's very dramatic of you. Thank you. I'll have it with tea.
I hear it's good with tea.
Willow's patting it. That, you know, that bread pat.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and Willow's going to embarrass you terribly and go, "Cat, and made us bread!
Ooh.
Specially made just for us, I think."
Mm.
No, that was the reject. I got the special one.
Wow.
I'll let you two figure it out. You two can fight over my bread loaves.
Who says we're fighting? Cat is going to try and swipe the bread from Willow.
Oh. I would keep away. How do you keep away with dice?
Throw them at people.
Contest with
Ye-
dexterity?
Yes.
Can fish still give me advantage?
No.
Oh.
This is a reaction. Yeah,
Wow.
you managed to swipe it away, and Cat's like, "Oh, come on," and like does the thing where she like you're holding it in the other direction, and she is like smushed her chest into your shoulder and is like making grabby hands, but her arms just aren't long enough.
Oh. Willow will hand it to her, but only after she's like stopped.
I'm sure there's enough for both of you. Well, no, actually, I take that back. I don't know how much you two can eat.
You
Hold
can
up.
eat plenty.
Oh yeah, I've noticed. So there's probably not enough for both of you, but I hope that you can share. But I won't count my chickens before they've hatched.
Well, thanks for the loaf.
Yeah.
No problem. And we'll give a
Willow's
little
probably
sweet-
going to stand with the loaf and give them a overview. So, Cat's leaving on the 12th. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
The
11th
saddest
is
day
going
of my
to
life.
be... Indeed. For us all, and for Salvage as a whole. But that also means that on the 11th, be busy. Packing the Jenny. All of that.
Yep. We'll
So
probably
that
have
leaves...
a good drink with the crew after the day's work is done.
But that leaves us with today and tomorrow for any additional merriments you'd like to have with our good cat.
Good to know.
I'll see if I can clear my schedule.
You're very
She gets
popular.
a wink.
Do you want alone time together?
Willow just side glass cat.
Cat also side glances. We'll get back to you.
I'm pretty sure they'll figure out the logistics all on their own just fine, Luca.
Well, I won't object to more time with Kat before you depart, so...
Not at all.
I'm sure we'll see each other for another great feast.
Probably.
Naturally.
And
No.
for now, does Willow need to go to work today? At all?
They can, if they want to. I think they've kind of been scheduling time off because you got paid and stuff.
Yeah. Today's
You
probably
don't
day
need
off.
to work
Okay.
for money.
Yeah, Willow almost died for money, and now
Taking
now
a
they're
week
paid.
off? Thank you.
Yeah, no, I also imagine that, like, 11th is the main day where shit's gonna happen. We've been working diligently
Yep.
through the week on the Jenny.
Yep.
It's not like Salvage is getting new stuff every single day to do.
Yeah.
Just usual.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
You part ways
Yes.
with a merry wave.
Yeah.
And a loaf of bread.
Yep.
Yes.
The growth.
Hmm.
I think En's gonna want to talk to Luca at some point in private, but I don't know if there's anything else to go between that and like the evening.
I imagine we just like flash forward in time. You have a regular evening at home,
Yeah.
unwind. You tell Seeker else about your celebrations, how Varys is doing and such. Just normal, everyday stuff. And then we move forward to the evening when Anne and Luca are settling down to have some conversation. Alone. Either over washing dishes or wherever you choose.
Yeah, I mean, dishes are probably fine.
If it doesn't have to be private, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you're like alone, but it's not like Seeker also can like
Yeah.
is going to eavesdrop, but it's, you know.
Yeah.
As opposed to being in a room behind a closed door.
Yeah, it's not super sensitive, so I don't think Ed is going to like try and squirrel Luca away into a room about it. I think Anne's just, while they're doing dishes, just gonna be like, so how you feeling now?
About
This morning?
oh fine. I was mostly being dramatic. Mostly.
Oh, just thought I'd check in.
Thank you.
I know this is
How are you?
very important to me, and you want to do a good job.
Yeah, that's about it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, there have been plenty of times where I have also had to be undercover for something and I have made mistakes. And I just wanted to tell you that that's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is most important is that when you make a mistake, when you fumble, you say something that's out of place, or you do something that attracts too much attention, or attracts the wrong kind of attention, or doesn't attract attention, depending on what you're trying to do, then what you have to do is you have to keep going. You can't let that stumble make you fall.
Are you doing that on purpose?
Doing what?
You give Anne a look.
You're gonna have to tell me what I'm doing. I'm washing dishes. I'm talking to you. What am I doing on purpose?
Does Romy know?
Are we talking about the Kai thing?
Yes.
Well, not necessarily.
We had that same conversation when we
Well-
were here last time.
I seem to recall it being something more along the lines of you making sure I didn't trip.
Now you're returning the favor.
Oh. We're partners in crime now, so I think that's kind of what we do.
I don't know if crime is my forte.
No, it probably isn't. But that's why you're not the one who broke into the room, is it?
I suppose I'll get better the more I do it, and I will do it more by hanging out with you.
Unfortunately, I'm going to be a terrible influence. And what I'm saying is that when you mess up a little bit, then you just don't let that stop you. Everyone has awkward moments in social situations or anywhere else. And when you are playing a part, it's no different than if you were the real person, right?
I nod.
The real person's going to have awkward moments too, even the most put together, most gussied up and charismatic person you can meet, even they're gonna have little moments.
You're saying that I'm the most charismatic and gussied up person you've ever met?
Exactly.
Actually, it's speaking of being gussied up, I jerk my head like towards my room.
And like looks in that direction and looks at Luca, questioning.
You got a minute?
I think so. I'll have to check my schedule.
I know you're very busy. I wouldn't want to keep you.
There's so many plates here.
We got most of them. We can come back in a minute.
They're really just calling my name, Luca, and it's like already walking away.
And I'll take N up to my room, and as I'm saying that, as I'm taking them, I will basically say, when we were on the scrap bucket, and it was before we were going to arrive at the reef, I gave Willow a present, because that's usually what I do when I'm going to be leaving someone. I like to give people presents, and it was kind of it was very well planned. I had a whole thing set up. I was going to give them like a little treasure map, but it didn't go that way. And I think that's going to be my new thing. Just giving people gifts when the moment calls for it. So with that said, and then I'll just like gesture to my desk, which has a pile of presents that have been wrapped.
Huh. Wait, for me?
Not all of them. And then I'll like pick the one that is for N.
You're stocking up for the right moments.
Yes. So, just for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Describe the package,
It is
please.
neatly wrapped in just brown paper that has got little patterns drawn on it. It looks like it was trying to be feathers, but it ended up just being like squiggles, and it is wrapped in twine.
And kind of smirks at the feathers. There's like a couple that look feathery enough that N can figure out what the rest of the squiggles are meant to be. Very cute. And we'll unwrap it carefully and make sure that the paper doesn't get ripped.
I imagine this is the coat.
Yes.
So yeah, it is clearly like something fabric as you move the paper around because of the way it
Yeah. Like, okay.
folds.
We were at clothes stores, obviously. Luca picked out something. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, you unfold it and you find there is that black wool felt cloak with the red silk lining and the red embroidered shark teeth patterns on the top. On the
I
cuffs
thought-
and such.
Maybe this would suit you, and it would also suit Karnath, so he wouldn't feel out of place.
And looks up at Luca and gives him a bit of like of a knowing smirk and a quirk in their eyebrow. Like, you've been watching me, huh?
That is not my function.
God. He is annoying, isn't he? Ed's gonna punch Luca's arm. Ed's like running their hands across the fabric and feeling the embroidery of the shark teeth under their thumb.
And it reminded me of you, so.
Ed's gonna hold up like a part of the, like, I imagine some of that embroidery's on the sleeve, and then do little like chomping teeth next to the embroidery.
Yeah. It's like, it's one of your charming points.
Well, thank you for thinking so. Yeah. Thank you, Luca. I have that enchanted armor, so I don't usually waste my coin on stuff like this.
Well, you don't always have to wear armor, so. Sometimes you can just wear nice clothes.
Apparently. And yeah, you're right. Having a nice sturdy coat like this will be good for Karnath.
Yeah. I imagine we'll get more heavy wear. But can't go wrong with the essentials.
Yeah, between this and I got some wool pants from Elsa for my birthday. I'll be all bundled up and ready for the snow.
So I don't lose you. Otherwise,
Mm.
you'll blend right in.
Yeah, well, black and red will stand out against the snow, definitely.
I wonder if that's why it's the nation's colors, because they stand out in the snow.
You know what? I don't know enough about Karnath history to correct you on that.
It makes a very good point. I'm going to believe that's the reason.
I'm sure we can ask a local once we get there.
Maybe I'll remember.
I mean, nothing's off the table. Chess master, Prince, Dr. Luca.
That came out of nowhere, didn't it?
Yeah. And it's like putting on the coat while they're talking and like trying it on.
Luca like raises his hand slightly, like, can he adjust it for you?
Okay, yeah, and we'll allow it.
Okay. Luca will fix the collar, flatten it out, make them look very tidy and trim.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Perfect.
It's a little big, but you know what? And can just grow into it.
Yep, literally. Yeah. And like,
Or we can get it tailored, if you would prefer to stay at this compact size.
we'll see. And adjust the collar a bit more. Feels nice. That's something you can't get with the armor. The feeling. And it's like moving their arms and doing little steps around the room.
Not too tight.
Not at all.
It's got a nice swish to it.
Yeah, and is definitely like doing like turns to make it swish, dramatic little turns on their heel. And
Does it
feeling
have
it
a
swish.
a long skirt or a short skirt, do you think?
I think it goes down to like a little bit past En's knees, like maybe
Yeah.
a little bit longer than it needs to. But it hits the sort of just above the knee, or like just below the knee, rather, I should say, of like a full skirted coat.
Yeah. And N seems to be enjoying that swish very much.
Luca will put a hand behind his back and offer you the other hand while bowing slightly.
Yeah, you know what? N's gonna take it.
And I won't bring you in close, but he does raise your arm up so he can spin you and have the coat wishing out as you move. Perfect.
I don't think I'm gonna be doing a lot of dancing in Karnath.
Well, we never know. Sometimes you just want to. And those are the times you should.
Yeah, live it up, right?
Exactly.
Thank you, Luca.
I think let's.
You're welcome.
I think let's end the scene there.
Mhm.
Willow, do you want to have a little scene to close
feel
us
like-
out?
I feel like I ought to with Cad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I figure we just
eating the
kinda-
bread with tea and
Yeah.
jam and stuff.
Yeah. Probably just butter for Willow, but yeah, are we just hanging out at the boat, you reckon? Probably on
Yeah.
the
Yep.
top deck, is that what
correct.
it's called? The main
Yeah.
deck? No.
Yeah.
Outside. Yeah, Willow's enjoying the outside. And I do imagine Willow's got a bit of a there's a carefree energy about
Mhm.
them.
Mhm.
And they're happy to make Kat's final few days in salvage very nice in whatever way. So they're probably going to be discussing like anything else Kat wants to do before she goes, which probably ends up talking like in various other conversations about like
Yeah.
interesting places Willow might have been in Regal Port.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's anywhere that Willow would tell Kat. If I can rack my mind for somewhere Willow's been before, I feel like Willow might mention,
Yeah.
other than the Trove.
I imagine there's probably like some nice gardens, maybe like a place that does like street performances really often.
Yeah. Yeah,
where
Willow
you
might
see like
mention.
good buskers or like music or that sort of thing, like a place that has a nice in-house band.
Yeah, actually, all stuff that's kind of near the docks, I imagine.
Yeah.
Willow's talking
Yeah.
about like places that Kat didn't get to check out and saying, you know, if you want to hear the newest thing at Regalport, then chances are we should probably go there on your last day. Or at least you can make sure to come back and go there. I'm surprised that you haven't been there already.
Who says I haven't?
Oh, I thought that's why you haven't cut me out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be back in Regalport sooner or later. I've got a whole other year with the Jenny, and then see if I renew my contract or not.
Or if you take up your calling as odds or end, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'd probably be the end. You three are pretty odd.
Yeah. Yeah. Willow says like, haha, yeah, and then like, yeah, we are. And sits down proper. I imagine Willow's been like floating around the boat,
Yeah.
doing stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Prepping tea.
Yeah. Weather's nice. Sea breeze is nice.
Yeah. It's warming up.
Yeah. And then like whatever, basically the crux of whatever Willow's saying is like, tomorrow's all yours.
Chill day.
Yeah. Whatever you feel like doing, we'll do it.
Cat thinks about it. Hard to think of what to do when we've already had such a good time.
I know. Bloody Varys took like the main place to take you.
Yeah. That's true. I think she like pulls you in by the shoulders and does a little snuggle. I mean, we've been out and about a little bit more than we usually are. Admittedly, we usually don't have that much time to spend
You've been here ages.
going out and about. Yeah, I've been here like, what, a month?
I know, it's like a whole month longer than usual.
Yeah. I'm surprised you're not sick of me yet.
Hard to be. And vice versa, says Kat. Or not.
She makes a loud. She puts her finger to her chin and like pretends to think about it really hard.
That's fine.
Oh. That's fine. It was nice spending time with you and like friends of yours. That was new.
You don't usually have friends.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You don't
Anything else?
usually have friends you want to introduce me to, I mean.
No, I think the first one was right.
Wow, okay.
Well,
should I be worried about you?
No. You've met my friends, Bruno and Saltwood.
Yeah.
Eka.
Yeah.
Tor. Cat.
Malachi?
Malachi. Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Totally.
Absolutely. I have so many friends. You don't even know about them. I'm friends with.
Oh.
You would not believe the people I'm friends with.
She, like, pauses like, uh-huh. I can think of a few. Well, she gives you, like, a little hair ruffle. Don't miss me too much.
Nah. Only a normal amount.
Of course.
Besides,
Yeah, you've got a big project in the basement. She thumps her foot on the deck.
No, Willow kind of drifted off the... It comes back to the thump. What do you mean?
You got a name for your new soggy friend downstairs?
No.
Or you're just gonna call it the Elemental?
Until something better comes along. Otherwise, it's going to be called something stupid again.
Yeah, Waterson not good enough?
No.
Yeah, it's fair.
Hmm.
We're both kind of bad at nicknames.
Yeah, well, that's not one of our
Part of
strong
our
suits,
charm.
but yes, exactly. Well, maybe when next you're in town, it will have a name.
Yeah. Maybe so. Hey, maybe I'll run into you outside of Regalport. Or Salvage, I guess.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, Willow, like, settles in for a hug, basically.
Yeah.
Little nuzzle.
Yeah.
Enjoying that.
Casual
Sort of
closeness.
Takes a...
You watch the sunset.
Yeah, a big breath, like a big exhale came after that. But nothing too notable to Kat, but just to Willow.
Yeah.
They feel like something just a little bit different happened.
Yeah.
Hmm. Strange.
No?
But nice.
Cat sort of leans in and murmurs something suggestive in Willow's ear that the camera doesn't quite see.
Willow's ears go flicky, tail wag.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Her tail,
Oh.
like, twines around your waist.
Ah. Whatever contemplative deep breath just happened before is now just completely sidelined by... Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Nice.
Gonna spend
Well,
a pleasant evening together.
yes, we have our plans set out for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Here, here.
And I think with
Ed
that...
and bread.
Thank you.
Did I talk to the eye, or is that
Oh.
off the
So
table?
Yeah.
we're gonna end on the sunset. Okay, fine.
Yeah, we can talk to the eye. Give me a moment. You set the scene.
So bad with these buttons for Willow. Yes. All right. Well, after the whole gift exchange with Luca and finishing up the evening, and is probably still wearing the coat. Probably wore it the rest of the evening, just because they like how it feels and are still wearing it when they go into their room for the evening. And they set their stuff down and they look like they're probably just going to go to bed. But then they stop and they look at the book and they go over and they sit down and they flip it open. You don't have to say anything back, but I just thought it might be a good idea to touch base, considering this morning and our general trajectory for the week and the month and the foreseeable future.
The more we know, the better prepared we are.
Exactly, which is why we risked going into the crown at all. It's a start.
Yes.
I think, touching on some previous topics, when I said that monsters kill monsters, I think what I was really trying to get at is there are people who have never had blood on their hands or can't fight for themselves, or people who have had blood on their hands but they never want to again. And those people should be allowed to live peaceful lives. But then there's people like me who are, well, we're ready to keep bloodying our hands, keep walking bloody paths if it means destroying the wicked. And are people like that monsters? Maybe once. But this is a way of using those skills for something good. Something better. Monster is what you do, not what you are. And our skills, they are destructive. But they also saved Luca. They rescued the elemental. And when they are destructive, we protect people. We use them to protect people. Or make Willow's ship go.
Do you know the first person we saved?
Remind me.
It was you.
Yeah?
You saved yourself from that wretched place.
The help of your
You
power.
saved Thale.
Failed and get out of there.
Not yet. Maybe.
I don't think there's any saving him. But I've been wrong before.
If we want to make things right for the victims of the Snapdragon, we should start with those who survived. That is what Seeker Elsa and Luca have been teaching you, yes?
Yes. No, you're right. Thought about him in so long.
I know.
Surprised you saw him. Was it with Luca?
No. I have been thinking about my origin. Our origin.
Anything interesting other than the aforementioned victim?
It is unclear. It is Can you remember a time before you were born?
Nope.
But you existed before then.
Well, I had to come from somewhere.
It is something like that for me.
You were in something of a womb.
Yes.
You know what's funny?
What?
Ever since you talked about being part of me and possibly to that end being part of a monster, I've been thinking you're a new existence. And me putting blood on your hands feels wrong somehow. Like you should be allowed to choose. Choose if that's a path you want to walk. I need your power to do what I'm trying to do, but if I command a hound to rip out someone's throat, I'm still putting blood in their mouth. Even if I'm the one commanding it. So I'm asking you to buddy your hands with me.
It's curious, isn't it?
It's an odd situation.
Without you, I would not have hands. Without me, you would not have power. The sword cannot wield itself, can it?
Suppose not.
But even a sword in a sheath still remains a sword. Yes. Our goals align in this.
Alright then. Well, if you consider yourself a sword, and I consider myself a knife, then we will be theirs.
Yes.
And if you do end up doing something monstrous, then do you know what you do then? You
What?
keep going. You do better. You don't stop there. Because worse than doing something awful is doing something awful and then just taking yourself out of the equation. You try to make it right in whatever way you can. You try to undo the damage. Because you're going to still be alive after you do that monstrous thing. You should use whatever you have at your disposal to make it right. Because if you don't want to be a monster, then you don't run away. You don't run away, you don't continue doing it. You try to fix it, and you try to be better.
You feel a smile creeping onto your own face, and there is a sense of like you're talking to yourself as much as you are talking to the eye,
Yeah.
and you feel you feel that smile sort of slip into your own face, and it's like you're having a conversation with Kai. It's like you're having a conversation with yourself, really.
Yeah.
It's like I fucking know. You feel like you've just given yourself a pep talk.
Yeah.
The eye writes on the page.
It is good to hear your resolve in words.
good to hear yours.